Hi everyone, in today's video we're going to have a look at some more of the form tool tools that we've got going on. So as you know, on your top menu, go on this purple box, create form. Click on that and we're going to jump into our form tool. So for this, all I'm going to do is I'm going to create two shapes. I'm going to create a plane, select what surface, I'm going to do on this bottom plane. Let's do this one over here. And let's just up that 5 by 5. So I've got a plane, and then I'm just going to create a cylinder as well. Same plane. Let's do it on the bottom plane. Bring that out like that. So what we're going to do, if you haven't used the form tool much, quite different to doing like the quote-unquote like hard surface modelling of like sketching, revolving, that sort of thing. Quite a lot of fun to play with. It is called like T-spline. So if you go down here, you'll see a lot of it says like T-splines, comes up quite a lot. So what we're going to do, as you know, I believe you've seen the introduction to the form tool video that I've done. Essentially what you do is right click, go to edit form, and you get this pop up and you can choose whether you're going to select a vertices, which is the dots in between where faces and lines join, an edge, which are all the lines, or faces. But I like to go on all, because then when you click on it, it lets you just jump around quite quickly to faces, vertices, and edges. So it's just a personal preference of mine. You also can, with your transforms, I have all my transforms on there, but I could just make it so I can just do translations, sort of down, left, right. You could just have it so you just got your rotation on, and you could just have it where you got your scale on. Again, I like to have it all. It does sometimes get a little bit crowded, so sometimes it's good to sort of like jump in between the three of them. But all we're going to do for now, so say you're modelling something and you need to have some symmetry. When modelling, it's a really, really good idea to try and look for symmetry, because essentially you're going to half the amount of work you actually have to physically do. Okay, and it's not a lazy, like it's not a shortcut, anything like that. It's just good working, like a good workflow, good practice to look where symmetry is, because it kind of reduces the amount of things you've got to do to it. So with the form tool, essentially once you've gone and you've created and you've got your shape, so we've got our plane and we've got a cylinder, a lot of the time you go under the modifier. Now there's all sorts of different tools, and eventually I will go through and I'll explain what most, if not all of those are. Some of these I'm a little unfamiliar with, but we'll figure it out as we go along. What we're going to look at today is the symmetry one. So I'm going to start with mirror internal. I'm going to click on this one. So this is going to be for our shape. So this is a flat one. It could be a box, a 3D cube, doesn't matter. So first of all, it says select faces. So what I'm going to do, if I zoom in on this one, so say for example, I click here and here. Okay, okay. And what has happened now, if I right click on form, if I click on this edge and drag up, you see what's happening is I selected, so if I go Control Z to show you that again, I go to symmetry, internal, so I clicked on this face and this face, and what that's saying is, okay, that's going to be one side, that's going to be the other side, here's going to be our mirror line. So basically whatever I do on side 1, this side here, will be repeated on side 2. Okay, and the same would be if I went to symmetry and went that side to that side. So this time, anything I do on one side will be repeated on the second side. That is our mirrored, like our mirror line. So let's just have a play around so you can see what it does. Okay, so we've got that mirror line now. So if I go edit form, it now doesn't matter what I do on this side. So if I drag up, it's going to repeat it. So it doesn't matter if I grab a vertices, doesn't matter if I grab an edge, doesn't matter if I grab a face. Okay, it's always going to be mirrored along that line like that, and it's a very good way of making some complex shapes. So realistically, I can't think, I mean maybe if you tried lofting a little bit, but I'm not so sure. I mean there's not really any other way of sort of producing this sort of random shape infusion other than using the form tools. I'm aware some people do kind of shy away a little bit from the form tools, and yes, if you're doing like just forms, you'd use like Blender, or you might use Maya or something like that. but it's such a powerful tool to get confident in. It takes a little bit of trial and error to get there. And remember, you can always Control Z to get out of anything you need to do. So once I've done that shape, Symmetry is still on there. So what I can do is go to Symmetry and go on Clear Symmetry. So if I click on it, now it's no longer applied. So then if I decide I want to add symmetry onto a different side, so say if I go to Symmetry, Internal, and say so I had it, which way did I have it on last time? So I had it that way last time. So now, if I go on Edit Form, now it's going to be different because it's going to apply to the different side. Oh no, that's the same side, so let's do that differently. So let's go to Clear Symmetry, and then let's go to like that. So you can play around with where you want to have your symmetry line. So that is the first one, so that is Mirror Internal. If you go to Circular, which is why we then have this shape, so if I click on the face I want to do, it will give me potential ones that I might want to do. So I might want to do like partway around my cylinder. So I go on OK and Edit Form, and again, same sort of thing. If I start pulling, let's grab this one, you can see it's starting to affect in different ways. Okay, if I, same again, if I go on Symmetry and Clear Symmetry, and then if I go to Circular again, let's click on the face, and then this time let's click all the way around. So now you see it's broken up into different sections. So again, go to Edit Form, let's grab up here, and now it's going to affect all the way around. So it's a very, very quick way of making more complex shapes. So that is a quick little introduction, if I finish it off, to the Symmetry tool. Have a little play around. It's quite a lot of fun to get used to. If you've got any questions, let me know at designwithsimon@outlook.com.